Greetings everybody, Okami Games Online. Welcome back to more Danganronpa 2. Last time, we found out that Nagito was bluffing about the bombs. They were just fireworks. And we went to the warehouse, only to find out that the warehouse caught on fire. We used some fire grenades to try to put out the fire, and now we're here. And in this episode, let's head into the warehouse and see how Nagito's doing. A charred odor permeated throughout the warehouse. The air was so heavy that it was hard to breathe. The moment I set foot inside the warehouse, a mixture of bewilderment, anxiety, and fear overtook me at once.
It smells...
Something smells.
Hey!
It's not me.
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry.
You serious?
Huh? Miss Sonia? Say it ain't so. No, not that. It's like a smell I've never smelled before.
Like...
Well, it makes sense that there are strange smells when a bunch of different things were burned.
Hey!
Hey everyone, do you know about that curtain? I mean the curtain that was on fire, right? What do you mean, no?
See?
I didn't notice it until the curtain was burning, but there's space on the other side of it, too. Now look where Chiaki was pointing. There was still space beyond the burned, tattered curtain. I walked toward the burned, tattered curtain with slow, methodical steps. I'd never experienced such an oppressive atmosphere before. I couldn't help holding my breath. And then, on the other side of that curtain, I saw the true source of the intense malice that I'd been feeling. I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized I was looking at the remains of Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student, time had already stopped. How ironic that the one pulling the strings behind this whole bomb incident ended up becoming the victim. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet.
What? What?
What's going on here?
You serious?
Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right, it's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape the truth. But even something as small as that...
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Don't tell me...
Is the body discovery announcement. Then, it's for real?
Hey!
then Nagito is really dead?
Damn it!
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
That's right!
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally. Then, it's going to start again? Huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right? Then...
Of course!
Yep, we gotta do it! We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is.
Hey! Hey!
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? And then the time for action is now. So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma
Wait!
Hold it right there.
Damn it!
What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
You stupid brother!
Shut up! I can't stand this anymore.
Got it?
How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey, hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami.
Me?
You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monomi, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know? What? No fair. You're shutting up too.
Please wait!
Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey.
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But,
This is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as the killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kinda depressing.
Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually...
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When the timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey, hey!
If this will finally be over,
You serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right?
So...
Once again,
It's the Monokuma file! Phew!
you guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Do your best.
Wait!
Hold on.
I won't forgive you!
I won't let you escape this time. Wait, right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
Alright!
And let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However,
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The way those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there was a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Now let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. We'll start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Instead, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. We got Monokuma File 5 for starters. Let's see what we can find out about his body. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Well, there's the spear in his stomach. The spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle. There's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy, and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell! I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Now, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, with the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it, too. For some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungnir has been added. And what about Nagito's face? He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. Blood splatter all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me, and squatted down next to Nagito's face. In one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue. You ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. Blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man.
It's no use. She's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, about the blood splatter on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well?
His duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito is probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. What's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it. But just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue, too. I should remember it. Duct tape has been added. What about the knife in his hand? The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife. It must be from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well?
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
It cannot be!
And then, they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
And does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? Reason they had to use the spear, huh? Survival knife has been added. The burnt rope. Let's go with that next. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope. It looks like the tip of the rope is burned off. Could this be a result of fire? That's weird. If the rope is burned off like this? Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Burned rope has been added. Alright. Well, we still have to investigate his left hand and And his legs. Next time on Danganronpa 2, we're gonna finish investigating Nagito's body and see what else there is to investigate. There's probably a few things to investigate in the warehouse, at least. From there, we're just gonna have to go off instinct. See you guys then.
Danganronpa.